Have you ever had chicken tenders at a steakhouse? I don't know why you go to a steakhouse and order chicken tenders, but to each their own, right? What's up, everybody? It's Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. I'm here in Milwaukee, got 2 more shows to go, then we have our little 2-week break before we hit the West Coast, and getting another beer tonight. So the beer I have for you today is Steakhouse Chicken Tenders. Now this is a collaboration beer between Mast Landing Brewing Company out of Westbrook, Maine, and Civil Society Brewing out of Jupiter, Florida. And I picked this up because of the label and the name. Thought the name was ridiculous. I mean, it's just got a pile of chicken tenders on the can. This is a New England Double IPA, 8.2% alcohol. I bought it somewhere in Foxborough when I spent that week in Foxborough. Don't remember. I think it might have been at the newsstand or something like that. But like a beer can with a pile of chicken tenders on it and calling it Steakhouse Chicken Tenders. Had to get it just because the name's ridiculous. And on the can here it says brewed and canned by Mast Landing Brewing Company, Westbrook, Maine. Mast Landing. Steakhouse Chicken Tender, New England Double India Pale Ale, brewed with Yakima Chief 702, Flowable Hop Extract, Nelson Sauvin, HBC 630, and Amarillo Hops. Because sometimes you're just not in the mood for steak. Right. Wow, I said that even worse. Let me try that again. Because sometimes you're not in the mood for steak, right? Featuring YCH 702. So I guess Yakima Chief 702 must be a newer, Flowable Hop Extract must be a newer hop thing. I'm not sure. I'm not a big hop head. I'm not like well versed on the hops. I can tell you that HBC 630 or 630 is the hop breeding company. Usually those are hops that haven't been named yet, to my understanding. So I'm sure there's gonna be a giant hop bomb, but sometimes you gotta drink those. And I tend to complain about IPAs, but I do quite like a lot of IPAs. If it's well balanced, I don't mind it being a little bit of a hop bomb. On Untapped, I'm getting the ratings here. On Untapped, it gets a 4.01 with 1.2 thousand check-ins, which is pretty good. On Beer Advocate, it only got an 84 good, but there was only 6 ratings. Kind of surprising there. And this is pouring out kind of looking like an orange juice color already. Big orange juice-like colored head. Get a nose on it. That smells hoppy. It definitely smells fruity, hoppy. Maybe some grapefruit and pineapple in there. And that is definitely like an orange juice color, like dark orange juice. Very cloudy. I can see some stuff floating in there. That looks thick. And that head, well, under the light, it's still like an orange, like, not orange, but it's got an orange tinge to the whiteness. Once I get away from that light, it looks like a orange, the pith of an orange almost. It's got that kind of color to it outside of that light. But this looks like a thick, crazy beer. 8.2% alcohol. Hope it hides it well. Couldn't find anything on the IBUs, but let's take a drink. Cheers, everybody. Medium to full bodied for sure. A little bit creamy there. It's got that, I don't know if I want to say flavor or feeling of the hops that's almost gritty or spicy. I mean, I don't want to say spicy, but something there to it with the hops. Maybe earthy's a good word, that earthy hop flavor. But it's also pineapple, mango, grapefruit. It's a pretty tasty beer. It's not a huge hop bomb. It's not a palate wrecker. The flavors are great. You do get some of that lingering bitterness after you swallow. I'm surprised this isn't a giant palate wrecking hop bomb. Overall, this is really tasty. Now, for me personally, I can probably only drink 1 or 2 of these in a night before I'd want to switch to something else. but this is a really tasty beer. I had a 4-pack of it, and once again, I think this is the last one I have. Yeah, pineapple, melon, grapefruit, some sweetness, and hop bitterness, like that earthy, hoppy kind of thing going on. Hop bitterness on the back end, well-rounded, not as bitter as I expected. 8.2%, don't notice that at all. I give this a big horns up. This is a tasty, tasty beer. Mast Landing Brewing Company and Civil Society Brewing, you did an excellent collaboration. Kudos to you for the funny-ass name, Steakhouse Chicken Tenders. Thank you all for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and as always, embrace the adventure.